so Madison, what we just need you to do first in the consultation this morning is it's just another form we need you to fill in. This one's called the Relationship and Safety form. It's a self-assess form, so I'm going to give it to you and ask you to fill in this first part here, which asks you questions around your relationship and safety.
Okay.
The reason we do this is that we know that pregnancy can be a time for some women where abuse or control in the relationship either begins or where it might increase if it's already been there. So we're really just trying to get a sense from you about your health and wellbeing and safety at the moment. So if you can fill in the first 4 questions,
Yep.
if you tick yes to any of those, then we ask you to go and fill in the next 2 sections, okay, which are brief risk assessments.
And does anyone get to see this
safety.
form, or Gary get to see this form?
Very good question. So, no. So what happens in the hospital, all your files are held confidentially within your medical record, so Gary doesn't get to access them. It's your personal record. The only time we would ever break that confidentiality is if you were at risk of safety or, danger, or if you were telling us that someone else you knew, for example, your children were at risk, then that would be the only time we could ever break your confidentiality, okay? All right, so I'll give you that form, you have a go, and then I'll come back to you and I'll just do some paperwork.
Sure.
Okay. Finish the form, Madison?
Yeah.
All right, so let me just quickly go through this with you. So just to make sure that I'm reading it correctly, you've ticked yes to C for controlling, is that right?
Yeah. Gary was a bit controlling with my first, and since our second baby, and he got a bit like this last time, but it's just been getting a bit worse. He just he wants to know where I'll go all the time, and started checking receipts and making sure I'm spending what I'm spending. And just lately, actually, he's started checking the speedometer on my car and just doing all that sort of stuff to make things I'm seeing on a man.
Okay. Wow. So that sounds pretty full on.
Yeah.
Madison, sounds like it's a worry for you.
Yeah. I usually know how to handle it, but yeah, it's just I have noticed it's got a bit worse since I'm having the baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So look, you've ticked that part, but you've also then ticked that you don't feel unsafe when you leave here today. You feel okay to go home?
I feel like I can manage the situation, and he's been like this before, but yeah, just those questions prompted me to think about it.
Because I guess, from our point of view, we're here to help and support you throughout your pregnancy, and you do have, the right to be safe at home and not to have someone sort of controlling your day-to-day activities, and, so I guess what I would suggest is, you've said that you can't see anyone, you don't want to see anyone today to talk about things.
I can't while he's in the waiting room.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yep. So look, we do have specialists in the hospital that work with women who experience, control or abuse from their partners. So what we could suggest is we could get one of our social workers to give you a follow-up call at home. Is that possible?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind talking to someone about it, just to sort of see what there is that I can do, really. I'm a bit worried about it.
It sounds like you feel like things are okay at the moment, you're sort of in control, but you're still a bit worried.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll get someone to call you. Is there a time when Gary's not home that is a good time to call?
Yeah, he works shift work at Crown, so he's generally, he'll start at about 2.
About 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so what day of the week?
Most days, but Tuesday to Friday.
Tuesday to Friday and after 2 p.m.
But if I had a phone call, we'd have to be before school pickup.
Okay.
Before 3, so between 2 and 3.
All right. And does he check your mobile at all?
No, he doesn't do that.
So it'll come up as a private number.
Yeah, that's fine.
So look, what we'll do is we'll refer this through to one of our social workers and get them to give you a call just to do a bit more of a risk assessment with you around how we can help you throughout your pregnancy. And also what I'm going to give you today, if you can take it home, we have these cards that are safety and resource cards for women. So if anything happens between now and when we call, when social work calls you, there are 24-hour services that you can call.
Okay.
Are you able to take a card home?
Yeah, I can do that.
You won't find it.
I'll make sure he doesn't find it. Yeah.
Okay. So here's the safety and resource card, and that's the top number, Safe Steps. That's a 24-hour number. You can call them anytime to talk about anything that you're worried about. If there's changes in the behaviour, if it gets worse, and there's also 1-800-RESPECT, and of course 000 for the police.
Okay.
All right, I think that's all we need to talk about. So what we'll do now is we'll go back out to the waiting room and get Gary.
Great.
Okay.
I'll go get him.
Thank you.
Thank you.